If you do not have a vision board, if you don't have a dream list, I am telling you, you are complicating your process to getting what you want in life. You're complicating it because you are missing, because maybe nobody ever told you, or maybe you don't think that it applies to you, but a simple principle of success is that it has to be written down somewhere. Oprah was on TV for 30 years talking about these vision boards. Oprah, she got $1 billion. She has my attention. Now, like I said earlier, you don't gotta be rich to be happy. Maybe your goal is not to make $1 million. That's cool, but maybe you just need 150,000. Maybe you just need 200,000. I'm telling you, you have to write this information down.
Here's 5 of my favorite companies that I think will never go bankrupt. Amazon, Microsoft, PepsiCo, Walmart, McDonald's.
I'm going to teach you something about money that might change your life. Because I was able to learn these simple principles at such a young age, I was able to set my future up for success. And by sharing them with you right now, I hope you can do the same. I call them the 3 levels of making money. And this is how I can categorize them in my mind. 97% of people do level 1. 2% of people are able to do level 2, and only 1% of people are able to do level 3. Level 1 is trading time for money. This includes a day job, consulting gigs, a corporate job, etc. This is not scalable, and it's how people spend over 40 years of their lives trying to make money. Level 2 is having their investments pay them money through dividends, real estate, etc. Level 2 is powerful because their money begins to make them money, not the time making you money. Because money can work while you sleep. We only have a finite amount of time every day. And level 3 is to have multiple streams of income and have people working for you. A few examples are dividends, real estate, online businesses. Maybe you own a house cleaning business, lawn care business, franchise business.
If you're young and need to make money, here's what I would do. Go to Printful.com and create custom design t-shirts for people to buy. If someone buys a design, Printful will take care of the shipping and production of their product. Then I would put the products on Shopify, Print on Demand, Amazon Merch, and Redbubble, and let them do the marketing for me.
This video is about why I'm buying the Walt Disney Company. First, let's break down every company Disney actually owns. As you know, they own Marvel, including Marvel Studios, Iron Man. They own Lucasfilms, which is Star Wars. They own ABC, including all of their news broadcasting channels. They own the History Channel, Lifetime, Vice, A&E, National Geographic, Hulu, and Fox Sports Networks. They own FX, 20th Century Fox, and ESPN. They literally own sports. Sports, they own sports. They had 10 million subscribers on day 1 of Disney+, which they've tripled in the past 6 months. And this isn't really analysis, this is more just to reiterate my point. Everyone loves Disney. Everyone's kids are gonna love Disney, and Disney's never going away. And finally, they pay a dividend.
Here's a passive income idea. Some companies pay what's called a dividend, and they pay this every quarter to those who own their stock. Coca-Cola has been doing this for 57 years uninterrupted. And if you own a stock of these 3 companies, you get paid every month. As you see, the payout dates perfectly match.
So there's been rumblings of the NBA making a return this summer. This will increase the viewers of both ESPN and ABC. Guess which company owns both? Disney. Guess which company's opening their parks? Disney. Keep an eye on their stock.
Here's how you can invest in real estate without having a huge down payment. And that's by investing in a REIT, a real estate investment trust. And here's how it works. You're an investor and you buy stock or shares in the real estate investment trust. That money gets put towards properties. The value of those properties increase and those properties produce income. If this real estate investment trust is well managed, and if the properties and rent go up for this investment trust, the share price will most likely go up as well. And real estate investment trusts also pay a dividend. And if you don't know what a dividend is, it's basically a cash payment to all shareholders. So not only should the value of your investment go up, you should expect passive income. When most people think of real estate, they think of residential. But you could invest in healthcare properties, services, industrial, office spaces, and even retail shops. You can start doing this with less than $50. But one of my favorite REITs right now is American Tower. They lease antenna spaces to wireless service providers. They don't pay a big dividend like most REITs, but with the rollout of 5G, I believe this REIT has a lot of growth over the next decade.
Here's some of my favorite books. Rich Dad Poor Dad, this is a classic. I love this book. So many people need to read this. Another one that'll definitely change how you think. This is my book, so I definitely got to have it on here. A great way to change your morning routine. I wouldn't suggest reading this one until you have a big business. This book changed my whole mindset on what a job is. And then I love Russell Brunson's book. Those are just some of my favorites. If you want me to give you the full list, make sure you like and follow.
Things they don't teach you in college. How to own rental property without none of your own money, using the BRRRR strategies and become financially free. I bought this bank-owned duplex for $151,000. Then I put roughly about 50 G's into fixing it up. That's what it looks like right now. So roughly after all the closing costs, all the fees, all the rehab, I'm all in on this property here, right around $205,000. Then I hire a property manager to get both of the units rented out. I was able to get roughly about $1,500 for the top and $1,600 for the bottom. After it was fully rented, I went to the bank and did a cash out refi. After that, the bank sent an appraiser out to appraise the property and it came back to be around $450K. Based on the appraised value, the bank willing to loan you 75% on your rental properties. So if you do the math, the bank willing to loan me $337 on it, but I end up only borrowing $225. That takes care of my $205 that I was owed. So my new mortgage is $225 and the renter is going to pay that mortgage off in 30 years.
It is Lewis here, and I'm going to show you exactly how I'm making hundreds of dollars every single day completely on autopilot. First, we go to this website called AliExpress. Here's where we select the product that we can actually market and sell online for much more than that, so we can actually make a profit. This will be our store that lets people buy from us. With just a couple clicks, we'll be able to import this product from AliExpress onto our Shopify store. This is what it will look like inside of the Shopify store, and check out the price. We are selling it for much more than what they are selling it here. Now we need a system that brings customers to our store on autopilot. Where does the whole world hang out? That's right, on Facebook. So that's what's gonna allow us to get people from Facebook onto a store and make some sales. We set up our ad here on Facebook, turn on your machine, and begin printing money on autopilot. Sales will literally start pouring in, guys. Check that out all day long.
All right, things they should have taught you in school, part 1. So most people are broke because they spend 100% of their income, but I'm going to show you something different called the 50-30-20 rule to keep you out of trouble. So you take 50% of your income and you spend it on your necessities like food and your car and insurance and things like that. Then 20% of your money goes towards your financial goals like investing or maybe paying off debt. And finally, 30% goes towards fun, whatever that means for you, like dining, shopping, travel, anything like that. All right, let's be financially savvy in 2020, guys.
Here's 5 stocks that you can hold pretty much forever, part 3. Nestle, TD Bank, L'Oreal, Restaurant Brands International, Honeywell International.
One great way to find stocks to trade. Let's go. First, go to finviz.com. Then, from that main screen, you'll go to the Screener tab. Click on that. Next, if you're wanting to trade quality companies, go to Market Cap and scroll down to Plus Large, which gives you any company with a market cap over 10 billion. Click on that. Second step, if you're looking for quality companies, you'll want to change the country to USA. Next, we'll be looking for companies that are currently oversold. So we'll go to this technical tab here, click on that, and then we'll sort by RSI. And you want sorted from the lowest RSI to the highest. Final step would be to start at the top and begin plugging these stocks into your charts and looking to see if any of these fit your buying strategy.
Alright guys, here's how you can get Coca-Cola to pay you. Coca-Cola pays a 3% dividend. Well, it's 2.97%. Every year they pay about $1.6 per share that you own. So Coke has been paying these dividends for about 55 years now, and a dividend is basically when a company makes so much in profit that they're going to pass back a percentage of their profits back to the shareholders, which hopefully is you. So if you own shares of Coke or any dividend-paying company, you would get additional money back for just owning those shares. So right here I've listed 5 dividend-paying companies, including Coke, which is ticker symbol KO. And if you like this content, please follow me. I drop a video every day. Thank you.
Your dollar is going to be worth a lot less very soon, and I'm going to tell you how you can make money when this happens in less than 60 seconds. Let's go. So the stock market is crashing and we might be entering a recession. Federal Reserve is going to be printing money to mitigate the impact of this huge pandemic on our market. Not too long ago, the New York Fed injected $1.5 trillion into the market. Now the Federal Reserve doesn't just have $1.5 trillion laying around. So what they do is they print it out of thin air. Now what happens when you increase the supply of anything? It becomes less scarce, which means it becomes less valuable. If only there is something that you could invest in that goes up if the dollar goes down. Well, guess what there is? It's called the UDN. It's a collection of different shorts that follow a ton of different currencies from around the world. And if those currencies go down, this goes up. If you're looking for some help and guidance through this recession, shoot me a follow.
Here's how you find every single stock that Warren Buffett buys and sells. Go to Google and type in Berkshire Hathaway 13F. When you get the results, make sure you click on the link that says sec.gov. That's the one. Here we're looking at Berkshire Hathaway. When you're on this page, look at the right-hand side to where it says filing date. Make sure you get in the newest information. As you can see on the first one, statement of changes in beneficial ownership of securities, then click on the word documents. Once you're in, you can go down to Berkshire Hathaway and click on the word reporting. Here you can see all the stocks, the dates, and everything you need to know. That's it. That's all you got to do. That's exactly how you find this information for Berkshire Hathaway, but it works for any company. But make sure you get the data directly from the SEC's website. Don't trust what anyone else tells you.
Here's how you can retire a millionaire just as an average person. First, what you want to do is open up a tax-free savings account if you're in Canada, or if you're in the US, open up a Roth IRA. Let's say you're 18 years old and you have $180 to start, and you keep investing consistently until the age of 65. And on average, the market returns about 8% a year. And every single month, you put away $180 towards your investments. And there you are. When you retire, you'll have a little over $1 million.
Cruise stocks are down 75% from where they were. Should you buy them while they look cheap? This one's so obvious, I'm going to pay one of you $100 if I'm wrong. They're not even thinking about sailing until the summer. So let's assume an 80% hit to revenues. Cash burn still looks really bad, even if you assume massive cuts to expenses. They're even still on the hook for billions of dollars for new ships they committed to building. Let's assume they get back to where they were in 2 years. I'm struggling to see how the businesses are even worth more than the debt they borrowed, which means their stock prices should be worth much less than where they're at, or even worth zero. Even if they can raise more money to survive until they're profitable, stockholders are just going to get diluted like crazy. If you want me to send you $100 if I'm wrong, or if you want me to send you the Excel model, here are the instructions to enter.
The 9 best money-making apps of 2020. Ebates, Shopkick, Ibotta, Fope, Google Opinion Rewards, iPoll, Acorns, SlideJoy, Sweatcoin.
So how do you find stocks to trade before everybody else knows about them? Well, you can do this using something called a stock screener or a stock scanner. Personally, I use the screener on finviz.com as it's free. We can just click right here and it'll open it up. Now, this is mainly for traders, right? If you're a long-term investor, you don't really care about this stuff as much, but if you're trading, you want to find stocks that fit a certain criteria so that you can make money on them in the short term. So this screener has a bunch of parameters, and we can just put in a bunch of criteria and see which stocks fit that criteria. So if I click on the technical tab up here, I could search for stocks that are oversold, and let's say have a negative change of 20%. And it will actually give me everything that fits that criteria. If you're trading, you probably care about things like volume and the exchange as well. So obviously there's a ton of stuff here. I can't go through it all in this video, but this is a great way to find those stocks that fit your trading criteria.